Maybe.
Yeah.
Go. All right, guys. Welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. This is Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dooley.
All right, so we were trying to get our intro right, and Dooley, damn it, Dooley,
popped a beer before the speakers were even on. You give him a beer and he just opens it.
Yeah,
like,
you hand that guy a beer, he's gonna open it. I'm sorry. Okay, so today we're having a lot of fun. We are doing ribs.
We are doing pork ribs. We have 3 different sets.
Okay, so I want to get into this a little bit because we haven't talked about it yet on our feed on Facebook or anything. We just kind of
mentioned. Did we even post that video?
I know it's not posted yet. So this is like if you're listening to the podcast, you hear it first. All right, so we have been cooking these ribs for
about 20 hours so far.
We started at 6 p.m. yesterday. We are chasing a theory because Team Fat Kid, that's what we do. We are looking at sous vide ribs, and it's a time-consuming effort.
So let's get into that because it was 16 to 30 hours.
Yeah, depending on the thickness of your ribs, it is between 16 and 36 hours. We are using a spare rib. I just believe, after we did, remember, if you guys go back in our feed, you'll see us do rib on rib challenge, kind of
different kinds of ribs.
We all kind of agreed that the spare rib is
probably the best.
Our best. It has the most difference. I guess if you're gonna buy a rib, buy the cheap one, which is the spare rib, because you have all the ribs in there. It's before they're cut down and before they become St. Louis and all that. You get all the good stuff, and we all know that Chinese spare ribs are the best. Let's just.
So, the sous vide, we've been running it at, 165 for 16 hours? Is that correct?
Yeah, 165 for 16 hours. Sorry, 20? What was the math on that? You just punching the hell out of crap?
Yep. Punching that mic.
At 6 a.m., it would have been
At 6 a.m., At 6 a.m., they would have been 12 hours, and now we're at 3 p.m.
So, it's about 21.
Okay, so 21 hours.
We just threw them on the smoker.
We just put them on the smoker just to apply smoke. They're done, or really close to being done. And when we talk about sous vide, they're under a vacuum seal, immersed in water. That we have a device. It's an immersion circulator that is going to keep the water
at a constant temperature the entire time.
And you can pick one up on Amazon. They're not overly expensive. I think ours was about $80 somewhere around there. I'm going
to shout out Anova.
The best.
They don't sponsor us, but they should. But we both actually, you and I both own one, and I'm happy with it. Extremely. It is Bluetooth connected.
Yeah, so you can control it from your phone.
Because let's face it, we're all lazy. But
our smoker right now is running on Bluetooth, and it's not.
That's what you were supposed to pick up from the store.
What?
A lighter.
I got one here.
Yeah. Anyway, continuing on.
You got 2 right there.
All right. So but at this point we have taken the
sous vide
ribs, and then we kept the juices because we basically confit ribs.
We're gonna try and make a barbecue sauce from the rib juice,
because
which we are.
That's
currently,
what Team Fat Kid does.
I guess you would. I don't really know if you can...
if you're going to call it a Team Fat Kid barbecue sauce, this is how you're going to do it. And there'll be a video.
We are attempting to reduce any of the water out of the fat juices from the ribs. And we are currently reducing the fat down as much as possible so that we can create our own barbecue sauce from these rib juices because it smells and looks quite delicious, I have to say.
It smells amazing. And I think that we... trying to concentrate the flavor.
Oh yeah.
So if you go to Facebook and watch the video, you can see us. Dooley. Okay, so we have surprises coming. Dooley's trying to get set up. So okay.
I like how you didn't just grab one that we could, Anyway.
Yeah, no, he's all in. Dooley's triple fisting. Hey man,
No,
like
I'm
Team Fat
not.
Kid is about friends, food, and drink, right? So this is we have some good stuff coming up in this podcast, but we want to continue with this rib. Like, if you were going to expect us to make a barbecue sauce, this is how we would do it, and we're going to. My damn neighbor is using his damn blower outside. Hopefully the radar is not going off right now. It probably, now that I think about it,
It probably is.
So if you hear like a wow every 5 seconds, that's freedom, and then we apologize. I didn't think
Freedom in
about
radar
that.
form.
I didn't think about that when we started this podcast. So Alex is
Yeah,
really,
I'm already.
he's really not into this podcast all of a sudden because he thinks it's going to sound like crap and it's going to be annoying. But hey,
45 minutes of ding, ding.
there's no way to stop freedom. America. All right. So in this podcast, we have decided to, Dooley and I have decided to do a couple tastings.
Well, I could be involved with the chips.
Yeah, well, we have
3 different kinds of wrap snacks.
not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Because we did. Oh, that was important breaking news. Anyway, we have done the Little Boozy,
Little boozy.
and those wrap snacks were amazing. Like that chip, I thought was a very good hot barbecue.
It was. I mean, it was really good, and I have to admit, yes, Arthur did eat quite a few of those that day. But you know, yeah, Arthur took
Well,
that over. But
you give a black guy wrap snacks. All right, so coming off of Something in the Water Part 2.
part 2.
Part 2. So nothing bad happened
No.
in.
Well, nothing majorly bad. I
Well,
mean,
we haven't heard of any shootings or anything like that happened at the oceanfront.
It's not like college week.
Well,
No.
from the videos, videos and pictures I saw on their Instagram page, like it's all like they had church groups, they had all.
was-
this.
Well,
it
they're
was-
not going to post something to their Instagram page that was bad.
But I mean, I know a lot of cops, and it was a very civil. There was one little incident, but hey, it happens.
At a festival, you'd expect at least one. So
Yeah, so
Are you,
I mean,
are you
like,
talking about the 100 people that broke through, though? If
Yeah.
that's the one incident, that's you
that's
know
not
what? That's
that-
cake.
If
All right,
that's
great.
the worst thing that happened, I think that we chalk this up as a successful festival.
You know what?
I feel they're going to do it annually.
They've
they've already talked
definitely,
about it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to do it annually.
I already
and
talked about it.
It's a great revenue driver for the city, and we love our city. Even though Alex doesn't live in this city, but he works in it.
Hold on. Dooley, where do you live?
He lives in one of the 7 cities.
Dooley, where do you live?
Chesapeake.
Oh, so you're the only one that lives in this city, sir.
Okay.
I still support. I almost hate saying this, but I support Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah, because
I do. I support it. It pays me well.
Alex lives
In
by
Norfolk.
the airport.
I live in Norfolk, close to Virginia Beach, but I work in Virginia Beach, so I still have to support them because.
Okay,
Again.
so Dooley and I, we have this.
You
we
guys
call-
have a couple of things to try here.
Yes,
and,
but we call it the Fosse shot because it is basically like a quarter of an ounce. It's a taster
you're like
of a bourbon.
I think you're like a half an ounce, but either way.
Okay, so this bourbon is ancient age, 10-star, and it is brewed by Buffalo Trace, but it costs half as much as Buffalo Trace.
I was actually looking for it in the ABC store.
I picked it up.
No, like the actual Buffalo Trace.
Oh, okay. So we were at the liquor store earlier today, and we were picking up the producer a bottle of vodka because we tend to accidentally drink our vodka on Mondays.
Vodka Monster.
So, also not a sponsor. But Dooley likes cheap bourbon. Like, let's just call it what
Dooley
it is.
just likes alcohol.
My
Dooley drinks the worst crap, man. Like, I can't.
Colonel's Pride.
Yeah, I can't.
Also,
anyway.
not a sponsor. So we're talking about. So we're talking about Ancient Age. Also, not a sponsor. If you guys are listening, though, we would appreciate anything.
Dooley would definitely appreciate. I guess you'll find out in a minute if we would appreciate it or not. But
So this is Ancient Age 10-star. So it ran. What was the price, Alex? You were saying
23,
20.
$22.99, I think.
So $23
For a handle.
for a
Yeah,
handle. It's a little bit out of Dooley's price range when it comes to bourbon.
I'll still buy it. Like
for a handle.
Okay.
Handle.
But what people don't realize is that this is brewed by Buffalo Trace, and so it's like Buffalo Trace's low end. And so, Dooley, if you would please, let's tink tink
tink tink,
and let's take a sip on this, and you tell me what you think as opposed to Colonel's Pride or Jim Beam that you had yesterday. Oh.
All right, so the face wasn't great.
I mean, I make that face on any shot. It's not bad. Mm-mm. All right, so you drink a lot of Colonel's Pride, Dooley. So tell me.
You're probably the biggest bourbon drinker here, anyway.
Definitely has
a burn.
Yeah, it definitely has a burn. Like I got past the whole faces from drinking bourbon and everything.
So it's not triple distilled.
Actually, it might be. I
didn't
read the label.
But it definitely has a.
As far as a low end bourbon goes,
it's pretty good.
I mean, I like it, and it's if you're going to let's say cook with it, like make bourbon bacon jam or something like that. I'm a firm believer of. All right, cool. Alex got the bottle, so he can tell us what it is. Real fast though, but if you're gonna make a bourbon bacon jam, I would drink that in a Coke and be okay.
Yeah.
I lower end. Like this is like we found it on the mid shelf. I was looking at the bottom shelf.
I do want to say, by the way, it's apparently been like they've been around since 1869.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace has been around a hot minute.
So like, props to y'all. Does not say anything about how many times it's distilled. Just says,
I'm pretty sure that it's a low number because it's on the low end of it's not. It's the low end of Buffalo Trace.
It does say carefully distilled along the banks of Kentucky River. So
yes, it is there's a show called A Chef's Mind, and
Mind of a Chef.
Yes, thank you. And that's where I found out about it. He's like comparing them to other bourbons, and he's saying like, a lot of people would not expect that to be a good bourbon. It comes in a plastic bottle, and it's decent.
It's fairly decent. Like you do give some oak flavor to it.
Yeah, it has flavor. I mean, but they treat it they make it the same way they make Buffalo Trace. It's just not aged as long as, from what I understand.
Aged or distilled as much as Buffalo Trace is.
And Mind of a Chef, the bourbon episode, is a great episode to watch because they talk about, like, they do the cartoon caricatures and, like, what, like, a young bourbon is, what an old bourbon is, and, like, if you age it too long, it becomes an old man, and it's not, you've gone beyond, like, Pappy. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, so the bottle doesn't say much. So I looked it up on the website. First off, this particular Ancient Age has been made since 1946. So maybe 50 years later than Buffalo Trace has been. Wait.
50 years earlier?
1946? That's almost 80 years later.
Okay.
Than Buffalo Trace has been making drinks. But I'm kind of curious because on the bottle it says 45%. But on the website it says 80 proof. So maybe they need to do
80
some
proof,
updating.
80 proof
would be 90 proof.
No, 80 proof would be 40% alcohol.
Yeah, this is 45% alcohol. So it should be 90 proof.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking at I'm on BuffaloTraceDistillery.com. Like, this should be accurate information.
And you're on BuffaloTrace.com, and you are seeing Ancient Age, which solidifies my whole conversation and why I bought this bottle.
It does say it's an 80 proof, which
would
obviously
be 40%.
Obviously, it's a 90 proof on this particular bottle anyway. Rye, barley, and malt. It's smooth and simple, yet robust in its own way. There is much to love about this bourbon that has withstood the test of time. It does say it has features of aromas of corn, caramel, toffee, and vanilla. And it follows through with many of the same.
There's aroma of corn in bourbon.
All right, hey.
Get out of town.
Imagine that.
No freaking way.
What?
I'm kind of curious, though. It says it has a hint of spice and a lingering finish of toffee and citrus.
Well, you can tell us in October.
Did you get toffee or citrus on your finish, sir?
I could got like a toffee coffee.
A toffee?
I could see that.
All right. First off, on a bourbon, did you get a citrus finish?
Not really.
No,
I'm not sure of the citrus finish there. That's an odd
one.
one.
You got to taste it again?
I mean, the bottle's right here.
Darn. Okay, so if I got to hunt down flavors, again, hunting down flavors, I don't think that I should have to hunt down flavors.
I could imagine a toffee finish on a bourbon. I can't really see like a citrus. That to me, that's almost a little weird. Like when I think bourbon, I don't think citrus.
Okay, so I'm doing half of a Fosse shot now.
So you're at a quarter shot.
I'm doing less than that because I'm triple fucking fisting.
I've got a simple tasty over here just so I can like try to find the flavors. Tink Dooley.
Tink.
All right, so let's find some flavor in here. Okay.
Any citrus. That's really my question. Like toffee, I understand. Any citrus.
Toffee and vanilla is strong.
Yeah.
Dude, but any citrus whatsoever. Like I just can't imagine citrus in bourbon.
At the end.
Really?
At the very end, like I feel like
Once
there was like a lime or a lemon.
Well,
like
I got more lime.
Got a little zing in there?
Yeah, like very minute.
Okay. Okay, so very minute citrus.
Ugh.
And with a lot of tastings, like with that I just did, like I just let it sit on the tongue.
Yeah, like when you're trying to find a flavor.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, you shouldn't have to try and find it. Like
no, I mean as far as that second, because that was definitely a sip of bourbon that I poured in my cup, and like I enjoyed that more than
the shot.
Well,
again, you said
the half shot. Like
it'd probably be good as like a bourbon and Coke.
But I don't normally. I would prefer to put that on a couple ice cubes, just like I drink scotch.
Okay.
And let it mellow out and drink it slowly.
Well, while we're on the tasting subject here, I believe you guys have
what is this?
I believe you guys have a
Dooley.
Majestic Mullet Crispy Kolsch.
Who brews this, by the way?
Parkway Brewing Company.
Is that a local company?
I think so.
It is a golden ale with notes of, by the way, cereal and grain.
Salem, Virginia.
I'm really curious about the notes of cereal, I have to admit.
Yeah, that's all that was like.
I'll tell you about it. Cereal could be just grain.
Balanced by hints of floral hop aroma and an accentuating bitterness, the nuances of the yeast, and a fruity I don't know what that word is. Vinoise?
I'm holding the bottle and I don't know what you're reading.
Spin to the right.
Oh.
Yeah, there you are. Vinoise note?
I would say Vinoise.
Right? I don't know. Either way.
Note, fruity Vinoise note. Like,
either way.
Don't make shit people can't read on your fucking menu.
It's a beer, bro.
I will not order shit if I don't know how to pronounce it. So and I really want it, but
Can I get the Filet Mignon?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second.
We'll come back to that.
Because that is a fucking whole topic in my phone as shit people can't pronounce and should it be on your menu. All right, so we're gonna try this
Kolsch. It is a crispy Kolsch.
All right, let's give it a taste and Dooley, what?
Tink tink, motherfuckers.
Tink tink.
All right.
Initial thoughts?
I could drink that.
Oh yeah.
I could drink that. I could drink a lot of that.
Is it a pool beer? Is it a
No,
after lawn beer? Is it a explain?
For
you
me,
would drink that, okay?
For me, that is very close to like a Yingling, like the oldest brewing company. Also, not a sponsor. If you guys want to sponsor us, I will switch from Miller Lite. I could drink this.
What kind of beer do you like? Free beer.
Yeah.
So beer, do you like an open one?
Yeah. Hey, you talk to Dooley and then you give him a beer, he just opens it way before the podcast starts. Anyway, so what I'm saying is like this reminds me. This is I can't see the color because it's in a brown bottle.
I mean, it's supposed to be a golden.
Yeah, I would want to see it paired up in a fucking
to do that.
in a yeah. It's definitely lighter than a Yingling. The color alone.
You're probably gonna have to wait for the head to die off a little bit there, but I poured you a little bit.
So I would the flavor profile. I would put it up to Yingling. I would put it up to Devil's Backbone.
It does say it's a golden colored ale. So
I do think it's.
All right. So when you say Devil's Backbone, though, are you talking about the Vienna Lager?
The Vienna Lager, I think, is a better version of the original. So, like, you take Yingling, which I really like Yingling. It's crazy that Yingling appears on the menu as an import.
It's domestically made? And
it's the oldest brewery in fucking the United States? Like, yeah. But it shows up on the import menu next to Heineken, and I don't think that's where they belong. Like, okay, if you want to charge a little more for the Yingling, it's okay for it to be on the domestic side of the menu.
It does cost more from a purveyor's point of view.
But Yingling drinkers are going to drink Yinglings, and you on the West Coast don't know what Yingling is because they don't fucking distribute over there. And
You're missing out.
Yeah, you guys, like, fucking Yingling is fucking good. And they do black and tan.
I was literally about to bring that up.
They do versions of it, and all of them are great. I mean, but the Teddy Hole's true, and that's usually on sale. And I'll go to where the Teddy is on sale as opposed to because when me and the producer first met, I drank Yingling and she drank Teddy's.
Let's face it, though, the Teddy's, which is a light beer, is more of an all-day drinking thing than a Yingling would be. I mean,
Yingling's a little heavier.
It's a little heavier. It is slightly darker beer.
We have friends like Chase. That's what Chase drinks.
But you don't see Chase drinking it all day.
Yeah, he brings over a 6-pack. You know, it's a little heavier. Like, I can't. First off, I won't drink fucking Budweiser.
Hashtag don't sponsor us.
But if you did sponsor us, I would try to choke that down in videos.
I have noticed since I switched
Dooley
over,
would be fine.
Oh, Dooley totally switched.
Like, I realized ever since I switched over,
let's face it. So Dooley went from Bud Light to Miller Lite. Hashtag Miller Lite should sponsor us.
It actually does have a huge flavor difference.
Yeah, fucking Bud Light fucking is not good.
Like when I was at
hey, shots fucking fired, Dooley.
Just touch the screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Come on, there you go. All right, shots fired.
But I noticed
corn syrup or not. Corn syrup or not. Like, yeah, shots automatic.
Fucking fired.
But I noticed, I got it on draft a couple of days ago. I asked for a Miller, but she didn't hear me. It went to Bud. Or might have just said Bud on accident. I don't know. But I tried it, and it was I thought it was flat, maybe? Or something.
Yeah. No, it's just the flavor sucks.
Yeah, and then
I thought it was flat. No, it was just not the beer I wanted.
I have a good story.
My whole thing is, my favorite beer is an open beer, so I did finish it. Then I was like, can I get a Miller Lite? And she was like, what's wrong with that? I'm like, I don't know.
It sucks.
I don't know. My taste buds have changed completely now.
Well, you've been drinking Teddy's for over a year now.
Teddy Brewski.
So, yeah.
I would say it's probably only
Have we even explained how Teddy's came about?
Not on podcast.
Yeah, so good. Okay.
Go ahead. I mean, it's your story.
Okay, so me and the producer, we used to call them Millers, and then, she's a huge Pats fan, and everyone who's a Pats fan knows that there is a guy named Teddy
Brewski.
And
which, by the way, Great fucking last name. I don't care who you are.
So
Not as good as Dooley though.
That's funny. I don't care who you are.
I think he might have you beat.
Well, yeah, because
His last name is Brewski.
His name is Beer.
So
Yeah, pass me a Brewski, bruh.
like, so like
Chad.
we were basically that's how it began. And like so me and the producer were watching football, and it was like, oh, I made a joke. I'm like, oh, pass me a Brewski, because Teddy Brewski just made a tackle, and I was like, oh, pass me a Brewski. And Brewski is beer. She knew, but then it converted to
Teddy instead of Brewski.
yeah, because we started using his first name, because all of a sudden we think we're cool.
Y'all are on,
yeah,
y'all
we're on a level. We're on a level with Teddy.
You're
like,
on first name basis with Teddy.
yeah,
Brewski.
Teddy. Hey, Teddy, like, good tackle. Like, like, because it stemmed from Brewski, and Brewski being a beer, it's Teddy now for us. And so it's always been a Teddy. And when I text her, I give her the emoji of a fucking
bear.
The bear. I'm like, hey, do I have Teddies at home?
Do I have bears at home?
It's got to be two.
Because it's, Teddy.
It's plural.
Right.
So, like, the Teddies.
I don't need a beer. Is there more than one beer at home?
Yeah, like.
Do I have Teddies at home?
Yeah. And so and the Teddy is in a can.
Specifically?
Specifically.
All right.
Well, okay, if there's beers in a bottle, those are on sale, not the cans.
That's a great question, though. Now, obviously, Dooley has changed his taste preferences from Bud Light to Miller Lite.
Right, he should.
I still love the fucking commercial war they have going on, by the way.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Fucking.
I will shout out to both Bud Light and Miller Lite. Your commercials are fucking great.
The commercial, I think, is fantastic. It's like they are building stories in a commercial. It's like
I love the war.
It's like watching a 30-second miniseries.
I love the war. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the war made it beautiful. Anyway, this is like
I
fucking
can only
Game
imagine.
of Thrones.
I can only imagine.
Game of Thrones beer edition.
Yeah, they're doing it.
What?
Oh shit! Let's turn them on the microphone.
The neighbors showed up. The neighbors showed up.
Come on. Okay.
Come on, Troy. Sit down.
No,
Sit down, Troy. Come on. You don't even understand.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Can you turn them on?
Yep. He's up. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Go about medium.
Hold on. Wait 1 second. We gotta fucking move some shit around. Oh, you're here. We're gonna move this over because the spill last night. Can you guys hear me?
I mean, okay. You do your thing.
I'm gonna move this over here and lock it back down.
In any case,
You guys have your own podcast?
we have our own podcast. All right, we have a lot of shit.
Sir.
We have a lot of shit. You need a card, sir? I have one on hand. Let me tell you. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
No, we were talking about Teddy Brewski.
Teddy Brewski. That's right. So, going back to that subject though, before we get Troy really involved here,
Oh, he's so mad already. I don't even know your name. Kenny?
I'm not a New England fan, dude.
Don't worry.
People aren't. I'm not a New England fan either.
No one at this table is currently a New England fan.
I see Red Sox shit on there.
Oh, all right. Like now you're trying to fight the
If you're
producer.
a Red Sox fan,
Scoot
if
in.
you're a Red Sox fan,
Make sure you talk this way.
You have a
in
mic.
this direction.
You're on the podcast now.
So
Welcome
now you're
to
on
it.
the podcast.
Welcome to it, Kenny.
Well, if you are a Red Sox fan, you are usually a Patriots fan.
Well, I am not. I'm an Indians
that's-
fan and a Saints fan.
That's
So
hard to believe.
No one at this table is a Patriots fan.
Thank you.
Hey, go ahead
Hey.
and guess what mine is.
the producer,
There you go.
I was going to say your hat's
the
backwards.
producer, the
Yeah.
producer
I mean, if you're a true
of this
Patriot,
podcast is a huge Patriots fan and a Red Sox fan. And dude, I wish she was here right now because she would argue with him.
By the way, I
there'd
just
be a
wanna
whole
note-
new podcast. We'd have to stop.
I
and
love how
start
we
over.
call her the
I met
producer.
y'all when y'all did the challenge at his restaurant.
Oh, at the
Ah.
yeah.
Well, okay. 2 out of the 3 of us, because someone decided he was going to film instead of eat.
I was drinking, so so if I don't remember you, I'm sorry. It's his fault.
I have to admit, though, I got to sit the next challenge out. I'm kind of happy about that. But either way,
when you come back, okay, so
we
we got the votes here, and like so now, like so the podcast is gonna continue. And,
we're gonna change subjects in a minute.
We're gonna change some subjects,
we're only 30 minutes in, by the way, too. So.
Yeah, so
only 30. Yeah, only.
What we're gonna tackle some sports issues, which we've never done, and
not on this, why not?
We're now a sports podcast.
Right. All right. While Troy is running around,
Kenny.
By the way, you got robbed.
Yeah. Okay. Like I'm gonna
say that.
I'm gonna
don't start that subject. Trust me, that's a 15-minute conversation
I'm gonna
alone.
leave that cold. But what I want to ask you, is how high is this gain so we can make sure that
we can turn the gain down.
We're good.
Go ahead.
All right. So, what is your sports team preference?
Steelers.
Fuck me.
Die hard.
I just love that. Fuck me.
All right. So
Kenny, you're out.
Since 72.
we're just gonna turn this shit off. Like,
hey, at least I've been a fan all my life.
I was born into being a Saints fan.
So I was born to being in the Steelers.
So
fan, man.
cheers to you, sir. I like when you don't. Jesus.
My dad
If y'all could see the table right now,
My dad bought me a Steelers jacket when I was 4 years old. He was a big Terry Bradshaw fan. And he bought me a Steelers jacket when I was 4. So I've been a fan since I've been 4 and I'm 50.
I want that
So
bottle.
I'd say I'm a diehard Steelers fan.
No, you're. Give them a little more game.
Win or lose, and you know what? They're probably
They're sharing them.
We got to be careful with the game.
Be careful.
They're probably going to stink this year, but well, they're still my team.
At least you're not the Raiders.
They got our receiver.
At least you're not the Browns.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Speaking of the Browns, they just got Odell. Like,
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so what? We need a couple of cups and some ice.
But I was rooting for the Saints, by the way.
Hey, and I appreciate that. And like, I mean,
And y'all got
okay, and they got robbed. Whatever.
They got robbed, man.
Like,
it was bullshit.
yeah, it's
Trust on this thing?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can say
Zero-
whatever-
zero-
Fucking
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
0 fucks given, Kenny.
They got fucked hard.
no FCC involved on podcasts. You can say
And
fuck everything.
The Rams were so bad in the Super Bowl, I didn't even want to watch the fucking game.
Oh,
If the
it was terrible.
The Saints would have been there, it'd have been a totally different Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
I would have loved to see that
I
just
appreciate
because.
that.
I would love to see that just because Saints fan and the producer is a fucking Pats fan.
Yeah,
I was here
saying, like we've been dreading that day.
When the Saints and the fucking Patriots go to the Super Bowl.
A Brady Breeze Super Bowl would have been.
This is mine.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Go
Like,
for it.
You do whatever
I mean-
you gotta do. Like,
Where'd you get that at?
yeah,
Or
he's
did you roll it yourself?
It's a nice cigar,
a
there,
whole
bro.
new story. Okay, so I don't even know where we're at.
Man.
Who gives a fuck where we were at? This podcast is just going where it goes. I think we were talking about Teddy's before this happened.
Yeah,
However,
as you walked in, because Teddy Bruschi. So,
we were specifically talking about why cans over bottles, I think, is where we left off.
yeah, because I believe cans are better than bottles because the can conceals the beer and like light punishes beer. But it was he walked in on the middle of Teddy Bruschi and he said "fuck Teddy Bruschi," but the whole story was the reason why we call beers Teddy's is because of Teddy Bruschi, because we called them Bruskis, and then we just started using his first name because it just seemed cool. We're not that smart.
Oh, we just do this, right? But if you think the can tastes better than the bottle?
I do. I think the
All right, I'm going to stop you there. From past experiences, I think bottles taste better than cans, but I think the shelf life on them changes drastically.
You pour a can in a bottle and it's in a.
All right, you're talking about pouring it into a glass?
Pour them into a glass or a solo cup.
I think the bottle keep the beer colder longer.
Well, all right. See, here's the thing.
I think that metal transfers to cold longer than glass.
I'm with Jason on the fact that light
Science,
does affect beer.
Yeah.
So if light touches like
that's
the
why
bottle,
Heineken
then
tastes like feet.
That's what a fucking koozie is for.
Jason.
That's right. That's what a koozie's for. Heard
That's
that.
what a koozie's for.
Jason, Heineken is already tasting like feet. So,
In any case,
I have a hard time with
I do
Heineken.
think that cans
you want one?
probably.
it's in the fridge right
Well,
there.
I've never heard of it.
Me either.
Majestic mullet. We just started tasting it now.
This is the wait. We did a tasting. All right, so this is the majestic mullet. So what do you think? I think it's really close to a Yingling.
I think it's close to a Yingling with
I
like
think
sweeter
Yingling
notes.
is better.
You can taste this. It's a little sweeter, I think.
Yeah.
So the majestic mullet. I'm not sure
It's
if you're
not
showing up. I'm
bad.
just going to repeat
It's
what
not
you're
a
saying
bad
because I'm
beer.
not sure if you're showing up on microphone.
Yeah. So
The majestic mullet is a little sweeter than a Yingling.
Jason,
Yeah.
go ahead and raise it a little bit.
yeah, Troy's not going to talk. Not intentionally.
I will talk.
Okay.
And I will talk some shit.
Okay.
Oh, we're
it's
down
fine.
for talking
Like,
shit.
We're down to talk shit, but like.
That's literally how this podcast got started. We talk shit.
So in your mind, the majestic mullet, I think it's close to a Yingling.
Yeah.
It's not as good as a Yingling.
No.
It's from Smithfield.
Salem, Virginia.
It's a local.
Taste.
It's
Local-esque.
It's a local-esque beer. Well, I mean, we consider Devil's Backbone.
If it's Virginia, we call it local. I mean,
yeah,
let's
I
face
mean,
it,
like if it's in the state, it's not mass-produced.
right.
So, like, it's not mass distributed. Like, it's only in this area, and like, so people that are listening to us, like in California, have no idea what even like they might be able to Google it,
And the
and
possibility.
you can buy a 6-pack on fucking.
And also the people in Canada.
Where'd you find the beer at?
Actually found a food line.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy
it's
shit. Food Lion.
Yeah.
Props.
It was actually on
They're the
the.
They
weakest
don't-
for,
they don't
they're the
even-
weakest for food stores.
They don't even know what Food Lion is, but you know what? Fuck that shit because they outlasted Farm Fresh. It's like,
That show was actually on
I'm
like
just talking
the.
for beer selection. Food Lion is probably the worst.
they've really stepped their game up,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Like they were on like basically like here's the teddies and then over here's all the fucking lemonade, hard cider
Yeah,
shits.
they give you like 6 feet of.
You know where
And
I
then
like
like
going?
right behind
My
is
wife will go to Total Wine to get wine.
Hell,
and their beer
yeah.
selection,
Their
they
beer
got
selection.
fucking
Aisles.
everything in there.
Aisles.
I do the I went to Whole Foods one
Like,
time.
La Fendamon. You can get La Fendamon in a bottle at fucking Total
Well,
Wine.
Fucking love that beer.
They got the beer that he drinks sometimes. What is it? The Chimay.
Oh.
Oh,
hold on.
yeah.
The
That
blue,
shit
the
is
blue?
fucking
Chimay blue?
shit.
All beer.
Yeah. Chimay Blue.
You drink, yeah.
All beer.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all
That's
you
an
need.
that's an Abbey. That's
You
an
ever
Abbey
had it?
beer.
Not. I mean,
Chimay?
blue
No,
over red. Red
what do
is
you- what
good.
do you got,
Blue is
Dooley?
better.
I was gonna say like Whole Foods one time when I went there, I saw this one that it was like a $45 bottle of just one beer, and it was called Viking's Blood.
Oh, I'm
It was like a
Okay,
fucking.
okay.
Oh, I've heard of. Hold on, Vikings Blood. I've heard of that. Who
I've
made
never
it?
had it.
I don't know. I forget who made it. I mean, this is like
guess
4
what
years ago.
Dooley didn't do is bring one over.
You know what?
This
Hold
was
on.
4 years ago when
Is
I
that
saw
a
it.
Norwegian beer?
Dude, I've spent
It's
$200
like-
at
it's like
Total
a
Wine
mead.
on single beers.
It's a
Chimay.
like a
Do you remember
Norwegian
that, by the
mead
way?
and everything
Yes,
like
I
that.
heard.
Yeah,
So-
that was $210 on fucking single bottle beers. We're talking like $30
Okay,
of
so
beer.
Tufaka goes a little in excess.
This podcast is going called "We Talk About Beer."
Well, now
Beer, sports, and
beer,
ribs.
sports, and fucking ribs, like America. But Chimay Blue, Chimay is an Abbey beer, I believe. Are you googling that for me?
I'm actually looking up Viking Blood.
Oh shit. So-
Yeah, you're gonna.
All right.
I'll be honest with you,
pretty
Chimay
sure
is a good
Chimay
beer.
Is an Abbey beer.
I'm not positive what style it is, but it is a good beer. I definitely the blue. Like the red's okay.
The red is okay. The blue is the blue, and like it's like Johnny Walker. The blue is the blue. No, fucking.
Troy.
I'm
Like,
walking
Troy,
up with you
talk.
guys and they're like, yeah, oh, I got a microphone, but I blend it.
yeah, no, you didn't realize you were gonna walk into a microphone.
What's funny is the garage door's always open and people just don't know what they're walking into.
Yeah, like that's
Neighbor across the street came over a week ago?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that was last week. Yeah.
I mean, hey, welcome to the podcast. Guess what? You're on a
guess
microphone
what?
now.
Guess
Like, I
what?
hope you're ready to
Like,
talk.
are you okay to be recorded? Like, because this is happening right now.
Were you done with this? I want the bottle.
Yeah, it's a nice
No, yeah, Dooley, tell him about the bottle. I have fucking googling Chimay Blue.
I don't even know. How
It looks like a seashell.
Yeah,
That's
read the fucking label, man. It's a podcast. Remy Martin does not support this podcast.
This is
but they should.
This is Remy. This is Remy Martin XO. Let's get it straight.
How much was it?
Well,
let's not
get into that.
Let's not get into that.
True.
In any case, I mean, the
way more than we bought at the liquor store today.
It's enough.
Do you feel like seashell is a good description? Like it's kind of it's beveled and ridged around the outside.
It's Remy Martin XO.
I feel like a seashell is a good description though. Like if
trying
you
to find
imagine
out,
what a seashell looks like, it's I don't know.
Oh, okay, like clamshell.
Yeah, right. Like
What?
Scallop.
Scallop. Yeah, thank you. That's what I was trying to find.
and we're the food guys. What the fuck?
Granted, we live near the beach, so it's kind of like
We should have known scallop.
Everything's seafood.
Either way, the bottle is very well decorated and presented. How about that?
Yeah.
Can we agree on that? Are you still looking up Chimay?
Well, I found Chimay, but
But we decided to talk.
You gotta put in your age.
No.
Your social security number.
Like, I was actually typing in Wiki because, like, I went to their website, but they weren't giving me the answers that I wanted. So when I go to Wiki, all right. So now it is an Abbey beer. I was correct. Okay, that's what I was checking. I was trying to check myself.
What's the percentage on Chimay Blue?
Oh shit, man! I was on the website. It was 6.4, I think.
That's not even that bad.
No, but it's a small beer. It's like it's in a 12-ounce bottle as opposed to like does volume even fucking
I don't think it's a 12-ounce bottle. Why don't you look that up while you're at it? Because I'm pretty sure it's a bigger beer in a bottle.
It's in
He
fucking
turned me on it. I
milliliters.
never had it until they turned me on to it, his family, and I'll tell you what, it's good.
Oh, it's a good beer, but I'm pretty sure it's at least a 16. I'd even go like it's an 18.
Percentage?
No. Ounce.
I think it's smaller.
I don't know.
It's smaller
I think it's
than,
smaller. I think it's smaller than an average beer. I think it's closer to 10.
It's more like a 10 ounce. Yeah.
But it is
Potency.
expensive, and you get 4. And
You're done.
well, if you're gonna talk, Troy, because you keep talking. So I get it, but you keep talking. But I don't know if they can even fucking hear you.
I'll give Kenny credit. He's never been on this podcast,
No,
but
he's
he's
never
leaning
been
into the
on-
mic. He is like when he talks, he leans in. I love it.
Kenny's getting good. He's gonna be a regular. All right, and we'll just keep feeding him and giving him alcohol, and he'll just keep coming over.
Yeah, right, hey.
This is what Team Fat Kid does. I'm sorry, it will kill you.
It's all good.
All right, so now I gotta go back to the Chimay
Finish
fucking.
this, because I want to make you a drink.
Damn it!
Oh, you
I mean,
gotta
hey.
try.
Well, then give me your phone.
Give me a new
If
cup.
you're, I can read.
Give me a new cup.
Going back to the Chimay is where you were at.
Chuck.
All right, I'm just gonna keep talking until you're done.
I know. I know what Troy's about to do to me, and it never turned out good.
You were the one that almost finished. You were
Yep.
really close.
Yeah.
To
Oh, all right. So we're
Yeah.
jumping back to the photo challenge.
Oh,
and
he's
you know what?
yeah.
No, that's. I mean, you wanted to talk about that when you first got here, so I'm down.
My face has been like right here the entire time, so you only see my eyes pretty much. but-
Dooley got close. Dooley got close.
I still say it was 7 bites left.
No,
Troy,
this
you're
is-
gonna have to talk on this one, so get ready. Because I mean, sit down, lean into the mic when you talk. Come on.
Yeah, because
It was your restaurant. Like, we did the challenge, and no one finished it. Like, it was. All right. I had high hopes going in, and I had a plan. And I mean, I of course, my eyes are always bigger than my stomach. It was like 4 pounds in total, plus the broth.
okay, real quick, I googled it.
Are you on Chimay again?
Chimay is 9%.
That's what I was thinking. Like, dude, there's no way it's 6.
Yeah, it's 9%.
I don't know why. I still remember it coming in a larger bottle.
No,
at
it's a
the-
smaller bottle, but it's 9%. But it is an Abbey beer.
That's still.
That's.
a
I mean,
fucking shit
that's.
ton. That's like 2 beers for every 1 beer.
All right, Troy. Push that microphone away. That's all right. You're still gonna have to talk. I'm not gonna.
Okay,
So-
so I have the beverage of choice, which
As we're going to hear you stir it.
yeah, I'm a big fan, and so it has soda water mixed with your cognac, and that very. I have things to do tomorrow, Troy. So like, I'm only having one of these because I've crashed down on his table because like this is so easy to drink. Like cognac and soda water. Is it soda or mineral?
Club soda.
Soda.
Mineral water. Sparkling mineral water.
Yeah. All right. So it's always a bad idea, but here I go. Please continue, Alex.
I said we go back to the pho challenge. Because, I mean, Kenny, you were talking about, like, Dooley.
Yep.
How did you feel at the end of that? Because you did get close to finishing. I mean, like...
All right, real fast. Dooley just drank the Vogue mix, so let's talk about that before you go into, like, that is dangerous, correct?
Troy, I need my next 2 days off.
I need them paid by Troy.
I'm going to use 2 sick days while I need to recover from this.
All right, so back to the pho challenge. Like, 'cause you went so deep into the...
Like, I trained for, like, a week. Like, I didn't really eat anything other than, like, a head of lettuce a day.
He was trying to beat you.
And I got close.
It was close.
Dooley researched this, by the way.
Dude, I was
Dooley looked
researching-
up food challenges.
Dude, I was
and,
researching,
went
like
ham.
from, like, top competitors, like, how they train. And they're like, oh, drink a gallon of water a day and then, like, get closer and closer. There's one dude that's, like, one of the best hot dog eating people. He said that he could down a gallon of water in, like, less than 20 minutes. And that's, like, stupid fucking...
I want to see him do the fucking milk challenge.
I'm pretty sure he'd just do that shit and be like, all right, that's fucking hurt.
I'm
But
gonna shit my brains out.
but like,
Lactose intolerance!
my only thing that killed me was the fucking tripe. Yeah. I didn't know that was in there.
You did say, like, if you had the option to choose what you were eating, you might have changed
I
it.
had-
Jason chose for us.
As I look at Jason,
Number 9.
I look at
There you
Jason,
go.
I had the opportunity.
If you're gonna do it,
I think you should
Do
have
it.
went with the number 1 and you might have finished.
he would
Well,
have
Number
he-
1 is just round steak.
Yeah,
That's it.
man, but
It's a lot of chewing.
okay.
Let me
time
tell
out,
you.
Time
I
out.
chewed gum. Like,
Real quick, when we went there the first time, we ate the number 9s.
Oh, and I'm a fan. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I've
We-
eaten tripe.
But for the challenge,
like-
I don't think it
When-
affected me like it affected
Well,
Dooley.
When we
When
went,
you're
when we
literally
went to
just-
sit down, like at the table, like remember, like that's when we gave Troy the T-shirt, and like now he's a member of Team Fat Kid, and like
once you get a shirt, you remember.
yeah. So we did this, and then we went back to do because that's when in the video we held up the bowl and like, holy crap, this is a big ass bowl, and we went back to do the bowl, and like it was the same dish. I'm assuming that
I still love the we in this conversation, Jason. We, Dooley and I went in.
Okay.
Someone sat this one out.
When I was eating,
sometimes you just gotta be a little bit smarter.
I just
okay, so like when I was,
I hung out with Troy all day and fucking drank gooey duck and
drank gooey duck. Yeah, all right. You ate gooey duck, which
and drank delicious scotch.
Okay, so when I was training, like with the lettuce,
you ate a lot of cabbage, if I remember.
cabbage and lettuce, and when you do that,
Fuck does that? What do your farts smell like?
well, you were there the next day, so
Dude, the fucking, you were here when I ate the
I was
Brussels
sitting across
sprouts.
from the table, and I'm glad that it. Yeah,
But,
that
okay,
I
so
didn't
like
have
when,
that experience.
because when eating like even a leaf of lettuce, like there's a lot of chewing involved. But it's the more you chew twice, swallow. Like no matter how much, like how big
Yeah,
the
I
chunks
can't-
are.
Yeah.
It helps you when you're eating noodles.
Yeah, how did that
So-
help you out with the pizza?
I barely trained for the fucking pizza. Well, we were like, oh, well, we got this shit. Come to find out, homeboy fucking makes that shit. He fucks the goddamn dough up. Like, he's like, oh,
I
hey.
think he stuck his dick in that dough.
But,
All right, let's.
But anyway,
first
so
off, they've all seen the Brothers Challenge. He did not stick his dick in that dough. There's a video of him making it.
Yeah, okay, so
so like
he
with
put his
He loaded it up.
his foot.
okay.
in it. Is that a better?
so like with the noodles and everything like that, like I chew swallow. The first time I had tripe, it went halfway down my throat, and that's when you first saw me, and I like lift my head up. I had it like
Is
halfway
that the
down
first
my
time you
throat.
ever eaten tripe?
I wasn't expecting tripe.
I gave you the number 9, man.
Yeah, you never told me what was
Yeah,
the
we
number
didn't know
9.
what we were eating.
So, the first time the tripe...
Well, that's
You
why,
didn't,
That's
we
why,
didn't.
That's why Melissa didn't
So
like
it was
pho.
gross?
No,
I wasn't
Melissa
expecting it.
didn't like
halfway
pho
down my
for so
throat.
long
I
because
had
the
to kind of
very...
regurgitate it, and then I pulled it out. I was like, that's
Oh,
not going to be
I'll
good
say
anymore.
Dooley's probably not a tripe fan, but I mean, I was down. I just couldn't finish it.
I love how Chase just drank the fucking...
Oh, Chase was like on a
He was just
vacation
drinking the
day.
broth.
Yeah, like
And like...
Oh, was that the third dude?
well, there was 4.
There were 4 of you?
Yeah, there was 4 of us.
Well, Charlie
Charlie
tapped out first.
Yeah,
He tapped out within the first, 10 minutes. Like, he was like...
No.
Oh, no, it was, probably
Well,
20.
he was drinking broth. I was watching him.
that was Chase.
Chase
That was Chase.
That was Chase. And I mean, like, I
You
feel
could've given
like
Chase a
Chase
straw,
enjoyed the bowl.
Troy, okay, Chase, Chase
Well, I mean,
was like,
yeah, like
Chase was like, it's so good. He's
Chase
like,
was
it's
just
so
like-
good. He's like, I didn't.
All right,
he
that's
wasn't-
the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to finish it in an hour. He was just like, you know what,
He
this
didn't
is
give a
good.
shit.
Yeah,
like,
like
no.
this is good. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna eat it.
But
Like,
he was like, but it's so good. Like, yeah, but you have a shit ton to eat. Like,
it's
My whole thing is I wish I could have finished the noodles quicker because the meat started getting so fucking tough.
well. See that? All right, that's why I went for the meat first because
See,
I knew
when
I
you
was gonna
got
have
the
to
round
chew it.
steak, it's tender.
I mean, it's
No,
all
no,
tender,
no,
but
I
it
didn't
doesn't
give
even.
them, I didn't give them that option
I know you didn't.
It doesn't. I mean, like it's still.
because it's Team Fat Kid.
It's
like,
not
we,
even-
We do nothing in. What like
I get it raw and I put it in raw and the broth cooks it. It's even more tender than the way you would have.
Well, hold
Let's
on.
do that next time.
we done
Dooley. Personally, since you and I actually did this challenge,
and actually try to muscle through
by
it.
the end, like, it was physically hard for me to chew. Like, not because I was tired. I was just like,
chewing fatigue.
I was gonna get sick if I kept chewing. Didn't even matter what I was swallowing. Like, just
That's
the
what happened
fact
with the
of
fucking
chewing.
pizza, man. And, like, you called us bitches because we ended like
During the
30
pho
minutes
challenge,
in, we're
the
like, yeah, I
week
can't.
the week that I was training for it, drinking like a gallon and a half of water a day, like doing all this other stuff shit, I was also chewing a pack of gum every day. Whole pack of gum I was chewing for at least 2 hours.
Dooley, literally, he
Like-
Oh, he trained.
That's why he was so close to making it.
Like I went full the fuck in. Like we made a video before we came.
Dooley wants to go back and do it again.
Oh yeah, I told him.
I mean, he was so close last
I
time.
think
Like,
he would make it.
he's
gonna-
gonna train for 3 weeks this time.
He picked it up. Had the meat he want.
yeah,
No,
Jay-
no,
yeah,
no,
Jason.
fuck no.
Well then, fine.
You eat what I give you.
No, number 9.
All right, go ahead then. But I'm taking all that tripe and putting it to the fucking
No.
side. Like,
You ain't done.
I will take it with a spoon and throw it at you. Like,
You ain't done.
be like, no, I am, bitch. Like,
Number 9. You got to go back to number 9. You got to beat.
If
number
you're gonna
9.
do it.
Number 9. Okay, I'll sit across from you.
I'll do it again. I still probably won't finish it, but
No,
I'll try it
like,
again.
this time you can film it. Like,
I'm not.
Troy
even gonna,
can film it.
I'm not even gonna look at like if my headphones were charged. Like,
You're in
because he
charge
put
of
the
the
fucking
camera.
speaker to my head. I was like, this is not fucking helping. If I had my fucking headphones still on, I'd have been like, yeah, just keep it fucking going. Keep. It
I mean,
fucking
come on.
going.
We put music on.
Oh yeah, but I had my own.
I gave you Eye of the Tiger, and you still couldn't do it.
Yeah. All y'all are like 7 more bites. I'm like 1 more till throw up. 1 more till throw up. It's just-
Okay, don't do that.
yeah, that's why I was like,
Never do that.
I was just
Like,
throwing it right back in the bowl.
The whole thing is
Totally
like,
went over the table.
all right, so we're gonna go back.
Fucking window to the left.
All right, I have a question. So, what are we cooking? I know that you guys cooking some pork rib today.
Yes.
When do you guys start on that?
Yesterday.
Oh, we started yesterday. So the
They've been cooking for 22 hours now.
yeah. So
Ribs?
What?
Ribs
So when
and
is it gonna be
what
done?
else?
Like
Just ribs.
now.
We don't.
When
Welcome
we-
to Team
we-
Fat Kid. We're not big on
when
anything
we
but
in this
protein.
podcast.
Oh,
like,
really?
We
yeah.
sous vide
Well, we're gonna-
all 3 of them.
I'll be around.
And-
Yeah, I
no,
know.
We
Yeah.
sous vide 2 of them for
As a matter
20
of fact,
some
I'm
hours,
gonna
and then
grab
smoked
some
1
hot
of them.
sauce.
For, yeah.
Like you think I
So-
don't have hot
You know,
sauce?
competition.
No.
ribs
Oh shit!
all
Wait.
it's 4 hours.
Wait. Jason,
Well, all right.
I have sriracha. I have that sriracha.
Jason,
The one-
And that's at
Stovetop's
250.
off, right?
We
That's at
put-
250 degrees.
No, it's still.
We
on-
put the smoked rack of ribs on
Okay.
5 hours ago. So it's been running for 5 hours. Whenever we're done with this podcast.
I don't know what we're smoking.
Dooley.
We should probably check that.
How long has this podcast been running, Dooley? Dooley?
Yeah.
What?
Where are we at?
How long
now
has this podcast been
on
running?
54.
Okay, so it's not crazy.
So it's about time to eat?
Yeah, it's about time to eat. So, all right, so we're going to end this podcast right now because then you can catch up with us on Facebook.
Fuck
and
New England.
the producer is not going to be happy about that.
She's gonna be like, who the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that on the podcast?
So, as always, thank you for all of our non-sponsors. And you can always check us out if you want to sponsor us. Find us on
TeamFatKidNation.com.
TeamFatKidNation.com.
At TeamFatKid. Damn it. I did it again.
You got
Our
it.
email
You were
is
there.
teamfatkid at
then he started
teamfatkidnation.com. Facebook is TeamFatKidNation. Instagram is
No, Facebook is not Team Fat Kid.
I thought, whatever.
No.
Facebook
Okay,
is Team Fat Kid.
We suck at our handles.
Can I just,
No.
can I just
Jason's
do
got it. Go.
All right. If you want to sponsor us, find us at www. No.
Yeah. It's www.
All right, hold on, wait. Let me give it one more time.
One more.
So, email us at teamfatkid at teamfatkidnation.com. Find us on Twitter at teamfatkid1. Find us on our website at www.
Nope. No, I'm calling it. All right, that's it.
You go.
That's it. Nope. Thank you for all of our Team Fat Kid friends. This is going to be the end of the podcast. I hope you guys have a great evening, and we will see you very soon with our...
I was not paying attention. I thought you were running.
all right, so no back and forth either. So we've got ribs coming up. We'll see you guys soon.
Let's have some drinks.
Yeah, we already have some. Okay, so wait.
No, Dooley, fucking end it.
Get your Team Fat Kid
Dooley.
knife on Amazon and Team Fat Kid. Damn it. Alex cut us off.
I haven't even got that. The
Oh,
computer's
shit.
froze. You can keep talking because
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, so our handle on Twitter is Team